Good day, folks. This is Chris on TradeTaxPlus Center of Excellence. This is the last video in this series, the August 2018. And we'll just briefly deal in this session with the proposed amendments to the Tax Administration Act that will allow vendors to replace certain invoices in the case where there's an error on the invoice. Now, essentially what the legislation is trying to achieve is saying there are certain instances when you're allowed to issue a credit note, and that normally has to do with a monetary value. You can't issue credit notes for other mistakes, but there are other mistakes that could potentially make a tax invoice not, or cause a tax invoice not to be a tax invoice as defined in the VAT Act. For example, the wrong address or wrong name or something like that, wrong VAT registration number. So all they've done now, they've said if that happens, you can cancel that invoice, and this is the word they use, cancel. Cancel the invoice and replace it with a tax invoice that reflects the correct information, and that will not be regarded as having issued two tax invoices for the same supply. Now, on the face of it, it seems very simple. It's not really that simple in practice. In practice, there are controls built into systems, and the controls built into systems normally will not allow you to issue or simply replace an invoice. You'll have to formally cancel that invoice, and that will be via a credit note, and you have to issue a new tax invoice with a new number. So the legislation, while we're happy with the change and the acceptance that you need to be able to replace an invoice where certain information is incorrect, the mechanism in practice might be quite challenging, where you work in a quite a regulated environment. So having said that, hopefully this is a step in the right direction to avoid some of these disputes with SARS in terms of minor non-compliant parts of a tax invoice. Okay, so that makes sense. Again, it's not law yet. It will become law when it is promulgated, which will probably be October, November, normally, that time of the year the legislation gets promulgated. Okay, so this is the last video then. Again, just remember the rules of TradeTaxPlus. You can use these videos any which way you want. You don't need our approval, you don't need anybody else's approval. Use it for your own training purposes if it is suitable. But if you enjoy it, share it with your friends. If you don't enjoy it, share it with your enemies. And share it with them late at night with a notification that goes off on the other side. Okay, this is Chris checking out for TradeTaxPlus Center of Excellence. Until next time.